it's kitchen time. Not really a hard job, just gotta, you know, make a few bits and put a bit of stuff in. I've already made a start. As you can see, got a bit of framework in. This gap here is for the actual cooker, so the cooker's going to sit in there, which I will demonstrate momentarily. Right, so the cooker's in there, but don't forget, this is going to have a worktop as well, which is going to go to around about there, so the cooker will raise. But you do need the front of your cooker to actually sit onto something, so they have all got to be flush either side. This side is going to be some drawers, there's going to be a cupboard there, there's going to be a bin on one side, and don't know what in else. The bottom is going to be a pull-out drawer for pots and pans. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This space here, which is the right hand side of the kitchen, that's going to have the sink, a little bit of storage, and it's also got to be a puppy bob, and it's also got to be a bed for Poppy. She needs a bed. She needs a dedicated bed. Nowhere else to stick it. So we're going to make it a bed underneath the sink part of the kitchen. Big enough for us to sleep in, to go in of a night time, if we're away from the van for a small period of time. Just, it's not going to be a huge massive bed, but it'll be about the same size as a normal cage you would have in your house for an animal of Poppy's size. So about this big. But we also need to have in the side, there needs to be a fresh water bottle. We also need access to the gas and the taps behind, furniture board on the back, furniture board on the side, cupboard doors and fronts and all stuff like that on the front, and then the worktop on the top. So as you can see, I've just basically done straight box sections, and that is, you know, that is as solid as can be. All the waste from the surface is getting taken by these beams here. You know, yeah, you don't need a beam on the bottom. We haven't done one on the side. Yes, I have used quite thick, chunky stuff. I could have gone with this stuff, but I just thought the extra little bit of thickness, what you gain in weight, you make up for in strength. This is going to be one of those B-Jam vans, sort of mysterious time lapses. And then when we come to putting the sink in and connecting it all up, I will show you through that. We've still got to finish the shower off. That's not finished yet. It might be finished by the time we've done the kitchen. Who knows? So, let's do a time lapse.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can you feel me? No. Can you handle it? Right? Do you want it? Don't put your love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Oh, put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see. Honey, I got what you want.
So I've just gone with a very basic design of just basically box units in sections, and then the worktop is going to go on the top, the sink's going to go in here, the cooker's going to slot into there. We're going to cut one piece of worktop for there, and we're going to cut one piece of worktop for there. So in this section here, this is going to house the actual the sink, and then the bottom part here, you know, up to about there, is going to be a dog bed for Puppy. She's only a Jack Russell, she's only small, so that is adequate enough room for her to get in, turn round, stand up, sit down, have a sleep. Gonna make it all pretty in there for her, but it's a little place where she can go, and you know, dogs do like little places. I brought all the water system through, right the way through, and then that just goes to there. We do have 12mm to screw fit push fit connections for the actual taps in the kitchen. We've kept the isolators there, so that's great. You can get into them from underneath the sink, turn them off. That's great. I have put furniture board on the side, put some sockets in there, furniture board on the front as well to finish it all off. Did go down into the step, as you can see there, so it all looks nice and neat. Left a gap in the back down there because we do have a quick release right down there for a barbecue, so the pipe for the barbecue will just come out the side there and then basically run out the side of the van and to the barbecue. But that's just literally plug it in there. It's on a ball pin quick release, turn the valve, which you can get to from this section here, and then you've got gas outside. Let's bring the worktops in, put them in place, fit the sink in, fit the cooker in, do a dry fit, and then we can actually stain the worktops. So as you can see, the worktop's going nice, sink's going to go in there, cut out for that, water drinking pipe's going to go in there, and the actual cooker is going to fit in there. Let's drop the sink in and see what it looks like. And yes, I was that impatient. I did attach the taps. What can I say? Anyway, sink's in, looks lovely. Got to sort the underneath now. Now hopefully we can get this filmed. Like I said, IKEA do a really good job of all their fittings and fixings you can move around. So the trap coming out of the actual sink, we can move it to wherever we want it. It'll go up, it'll go down, but we basically want it to go through this hole here. So you got your trap coming out, you got your sink drain coming out. This pipe here will extend, so we can just push it to where we need it, just like that. You've got your trap there, we'll just attach it with a screw there and a screw through there. You've got your trap there, water services on and off there. That's all nice and snug and secure, going nowhere. On the other side, you've got your pipe coming out there, which will then attach to this pipe. That is the waste pipe for the actual sink. It's 40mm. A lot of people start drilling holes in the waste tanks to accept 40mm pipes. Now, caravans and camper vans have always used the 15mm, waste disposal pipes. It's been like that for years. It works. It's fine. It's sink water. It might drain a little bit slower than another 40mm pipe, but I'm going to be using a reducer on the end of that pipe, going to the pipe that is going to the water tanks. You don't really need to go into your water tanks, into your grey tanks with 32mm or 40mm household appliance piping. That's just my opinion, but look at caravans and camper vans over the dawn of time. They kind of use the same system. Right, so what we need to do now is we need to cut the fronts for the actual kitchen out of this stuff. We've gone with a grey because we just want to split the kitchen up a little bit and just basically make the kitchen a little bit different. So, marked it all up, going to cut it in half, then we get the jigsaw out and we can start cutting the holes out in the middle, and fingers crossed it all fits and all looks good. That's the main problem. Let's get cutting. Right, one of the next jobs in the kitchen is we're having some tiles. Now the tiles are going to be running along this section of the kitchen, and to stick the tiles to the ply we're going to be using this stuff. This is Sikaflex EBT Plus. It's a little bit stronger than other Sikaflex brands, makes and brands and stuff like that, other products. But what it does is it also flexes and moves and vibrates it doesn't vibrate. It will go with the vibration of the vehicle. So when the vehicle is traveling and it's vibrating, that was me trying to replicate vibrating. So I'm going to apply the EBT to the back of the tiles and then push them on to the actual boards itself. Should work. What could go wrong? Nothing else has gone wrong. Really? We're going to grout some tiles. We've never done this. We got grout though. Flexible wall grout. Ooh, and it's grey. Yeah. Now, I've seen Paul Peck use some sort of extension on his drill for when he's doing like mud work and stuff like that. We're not going to use one of them. We got a food mixer because it was on the shelf and it's been there for like 1,000 years, and we're going to mix the grout with this, then it can go in the bin. We need a creamy consistency, don't we?
Yeah.
Gotta be creamy.
Creamy.
I think we've mixed like far too much. But that'll be my fault for going mad with the water. I'll say that looks alright for grout. I'm no grout expert, but we'll give it another mix and then see what happens. That didn't happen. That gone fucked it. Is that okay? We don't know. We've never done it. It looks okay to us. What do you say?
I think it looks creamy.
Right, there's one thing I do know about grouting. And this is an important tip for when you're doing grouting. Okay, so you need to know this. The grout goes in the gaps. Get it, doesn't have to be anywhere, as long as it's in the gaps, jobs are good. Now, there's going to be all sorts of people screaming at me now that I'm using the wrong equipment. Don't fucking care. Really don't. We built the van with a jigsaw, 2 crappy drills, and a minimal. Just get on with it. Right. Okay. So. Right. So we got the fronts on for the kitchen. We've routed out the edging for the edging trim. We've done the top shelf, which is on 2 poppers, one there and one there, and just on 2 hinges right there and there. Again, we can edge that now. Now this has arrived. Everything in, cooker works, worktops all in, worktops being treated. So we're going to have a drawer put in there. We're going to have, that's going to be just a shelving area. This is a pop-out drawer, which I will show you right now. Emma wanted one of those, so she got one of them, and that's on a soft close. So that needs trimming up as well. I'm going to make a pot and pan drawer to go in there, which will just pull out. Obviously there's all sorts of pipework behind it, so it can only be a certain amount deep. There's the fresh water, and there is storage for little little pans and stuff like that, that all needs edging. Under the sink, that all needs edging as well. Poppy's bed, that all needs edging. We've cut the doors, and then we can put the doors on after we've edged the doors and finish it all off. So as I'm sitting on the toilet, it's time to play some pretty music and get it all edged.